Hello guys, in today's video I'm going to show you two best strategies to fund your block account. So if you check the German embassy, most of the visa types, you'll see that one of the ways to prove financial means is block account. Normally if you're a student, they ask you if you have a scholarship or if you can also use obligation letter. But in today's video I'm going to focus only on the block accounts, because normally it's difficult to get a scholarship or it's difficult to get the obligation letter if you don't know anybody living and working in Germany. So the best way or the ultimate solution that will be feasible for this or for any visa type is to actually use a block account. Now the block account is also another hurdle, because the amount that is involved in putting up a block account is sometimes huge. Now the opportunity card, which recently opened up for application, is also demanding at least 1,027 euros per month minimum. And so if you add up that number, you are talking about like 12,324 euros, right? So this is a very huge amount. And I've seen a lot of people commenting under most of my videos saying, hey, this money is too much, and why would they request such an amount for people who are coming to seek for a job in Germany, right? So the first thing we have to also note is that the German government is also making sure that people are financially stable when they come to Germany and will not depend on, for example, social money or become a burden on the country, right? And even for your own good, they want to make sure that you're able to support yourself financially whilst you are studying, working, or looking for a job, whatever that you are coming to Germany for, whether it's language or anything. They want to make sure you have enough money, right? So normally this is how the block account actually works. So you have the amount of money, and then there's a specific financial institutions, it could be bank, that actually you open an account with these institutions or financial institutions, and then you transfer this block account money into this account. Now the money is not for the German government, it's actually for you. So when you come to Germany, so if you are given the visa and then you come to Germany, you can then request this money back, and then they will give you in installments. So every month they are going to give you a portion of that money until everything is finished, right? Now before I give you the strategy, one thing I have to tell you for you to understand what I'm coming to say better is that that money that will be given back to you in installments, you don't have to necessarily spend it. So this is the key phrase here. You don't necessarily have to spend it, right? So what you have to do is that when you come to Germany, whether you are coming to study, you are coming for let's say you came with your opportunity card, or you're coming to do the language or any other visa type, and you have a block account, the possibility is that you can also do a part-time work. So when you come to Germany, within the first or 2 months within this time frame, you have to find a part-time job. Now when you find a part-time job, then you don't have to spend the block account money. So you just have to accumulate the block account money in your bank account somewhere, and then you use the money that you get from your part-time job to pay your rent and other things. So you don't have to spend the block account money. So if you understand this in this way, then what I'm coming to tell you will work, right? But if it's not going to happen this way, then it will not work. And also, before you jump into any conclusion, I have to say that I am not a financial advisor. I'm not actually forcing anyone to do this. I have seen some people do it, and some people actually do this thing, and then they came to Germany, and I've seen some people actually having this same strategy or this way out to find a block account, right? And so I think it's good that maybe I can share with you guys that some of you might also want to do the same, right? So the first thing that you can do is actually to borrow money from, first of all, maybe your family members. You can also borrow money from your friends. You can borrow money, for example, if you are working in a government institution, you have the possibility to borrow money from financial institutions like banks to be able to fund the block account. And then on top of that, you can also add up your savings, right? And so you have all these avenues of people or places or institutions where you can actually get money to fund the block accounts. Now, when you fund these block accounts, the thing is that when you come to Germany, like I said earlier, you don't have to spend the money because actually the money is not yours. So you have to keep all these monies accumulated, maybe say 3 months, and then you get the total amount maybe you got from a friend or a family member or from a bank. You send it back to pay that loan off, right? And so this is the strategy I've seen many people doing because the bank account is actually huge. You cannot fund it yourself, and so you have to get pieces of money from all over these sources, and then when you come, you don't spend it, you have to send it back to them. You have to be honest in this case, right? Now, don't tell me this is not possible, because I have seen many people do it and it works, and it's actually not illegal, right? It's not illegal to borrow money. It's not illegal because even our countries where we come from, even the governments in our countries are borrowing money to do certain things in the country, right? So it's not bad if you borrow money to do something like this. If it's for your own good, it's for your future, it's for, but the only thing that I have to say is that you have to also think about the interest that is put on top of these monies if you can afford it, because sometimes the interest is really huge, and then you don't have to. If it's not financially advisable, then you don't have to go with that, right? Now, another way I've seen many people also do this is that I've met people who told me they actually fund a block account by somebody who is living in Germany. So there are actually people who live here in Germany, and then they will fund the entire block account for you, and then they will charge you. So let's say they will charge you 4,000 euros, which is also huge in some cases, right? Or even if they charge you 3,000 euros. But I've seen people who actually did this and they got it through somebody, and they paid it. They pay like 3,000 euros, or if you're lucky and get it 2,000, people will actually do this for you. But for me, I wouldn't want to recommend the second option, right? Because unless you know the person and there's kind of trust between the two of you, then you can go in these terms. And mostly the people who are actually doing this are maybe relatives or friends, right? So it's not like a total stranger. But the first option, I think, is advisable. Is good if you find families and friends, or if you can get a loan from a bank to actually fund the block accounts, which maybe I might recommend more than the second one. So guys, this is how people are doing it. It's not like I'm saying you have to also do it, but if you consider that you have the possibility of getting money to fund the block account in this way and not spending when you can, because people don't know the other aspect of it, that you don't necessarily have to spend the money. You can actually get a part-time job, and then you can return this money back to the people who gave you. So for me, this is my take on this. If you want to approach it in this way, that is fine. And let me see your comments or what you think about these strategies that I've shared. So thank you for watching. Like and subscribe and share this video to many people as you can. And see you in another one. Bye.